Welcome to the main stage of Avakins Drag Race. Tonight, joining me on the judges panel is my dazzling co-host, the one and only Zanaya La Perla. And baby, we're not done. We're also joined by one of our fabulous rotating judges, the winner of Season 4, Miss Testicle. And let's make some noise for our extra special guest judge. She's a stunning model, a fierce businesswoman, and a true glamazon, Kiana Debonair. Tonight, our queens were paired up and tasked with putting their charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to the test by asking each other one interview-worthy question to let us all get to know them better in the SHMZ interviews. And on the runway, the category is Sex Siren Realness. So Avakin, start your engines and may the best player win. We will start with the SHMZ interviews. First up, it is Banshee and Necromantic.
Do you really think that being the winner of a place where everything is dark and monstrous gives you relevant skills for this competition?
And who says I'm only the queen of the dark and monstrous? There must be duality in the world, and I am both light and darkness, no problem with that. I love your style. This made me remember that you said you were inspired by Perla from Drag Race Canada, so do you consider that you have your own identity, knowing that you are inspired by someone?
My inspiration from Perla is only the body. I'm not as much of a fashionista as she is, but yes, my style and trademark is opulence and being albino. Haha.
Now for Hoi Kumaho and Made in China.
If you were an animal, which one would you identify with? I would like to identify as a phoenix. Reason being because, after a long night of hookin', Trade didn't like the session, so he had gutted me, but I rised from the ashes like a phoenix and now I'm a glamazon bitch, ready for the runway. Hi there, oi. As a bilingual queen, we all know that representing and showing up for your people and your culture means a lot. How does it feel that there are still some queens in the show who discredit bilingual queens who prefer to express themselves in their own language? It saddens me to know that some queens do not respect the choice of bilingual queens to express themselves in their own language. Our mother tongue is a fundamental part of our identity and culture. We should celebrate and respect linguistic diversity. As queens, we must be role models of inclusion, respect, and mutual support.
Finally on to Miss Doll and Very.
If one of us keeps an attitude of focusing on winning without caring about the others, could it hurt her image in front of the judges and the audience?
Oh honey, let me break it down for you with a little sparkle and sass. When a queen struts through the workroom with tunnel vision for the crown and zero sisterly love, she stops being a star and starts being a diva disaster. The judges, baby, they live for charisma, uniqueness, nerve and talent, not cold ambition with a side of shade. And the audience, they want a queen they can root for, not one who claws her way to the top like a bargain bin villain. So, if you ain't lifting your sisters up while you're climbing, don't be surprised when that glittery image starts to crack. If one of the contestants were to give you a makeover and do your makeup, who would you not want to do yours and why?
In my opinion, every one of the girls are great, and if one of them wanted to give me a makeover and do my makeup, I would be happy for them to do.
Now it's time for the runway. Category is Sex Siren Realness. First up, it's Banshee. Now on to Miss Doll. Moving on to Very. Make way for Necromantic. Now on to Made in China. Finally at Hoi Kumaho.
Just don't know what it takes keeping food on the table. I've been slaying for the motherfucking payroll. No question I do provide. Mama wants something sweet when I'm done for the night.
Thank you, queens. I have made my decision. If I call put your name, that means you are safe. Made in China and Necromantic, you are safe, and you may step to the back of the stage. The rest of you represent the tops and the bottoms of the week.
Now it is time for the judges' critiques. First up, Very. Hello, Very. So the question you asked Miss Doll this week was a bit of a hard question to answer. I was surprised Miss Doll answered it so well. In addition, the question didn't help us know more about your partner. Furthermore, your response to the question that was asked to you was just very basic. You needed to expand on it. However, your runway outfit was great, but comparing to the other queens, it was a bit basic.
Moving on to Miss Doll. Your response to the question given to you was honestly the best response. It had a lot of personality in it, and it was answered very well. And on the runway, you did amazing. You accessorized the outfit really well, and you listened to our critiques from last week.
Moving on to Banshee, you also did amazing this week. You asked the best question in the challenge, and your response to the question given to you is also great. Your runway outfit is also very beautiful. It is sex and opulent at the same time.
Finally, on to Hoi Kumaho. Hey Hoi, lovely to see you. This week wasn't really your best. I can see what you're trying to achieve and it's good, but that's it. It's just good. We need the wow factor, and it's just not giving that for me. I would have definitely added more detail to this outfit. Hopefully you can take this on board for the next challenge runway. Furthermore, the question that you asked was just too random.
Thank you, queens. You may all now step into the Untucked Lounge.
So who do y'all think will be in the top? I think Very and I.
Girl, please, it's giving bottom too.
Yo, mama.
Your question wasn't even about the contestant. It was clearly directed towards me. You supposed to ask questions about the contestant.
Mine was rooted in social relevance and not a cookie-cutter question.
It still didn't help us to get to know the actual contestant. Your challenge was to ask a question that let us know more about the queen.
If you were actually coherent, you would know that culture plays a big part in a queen's identity, but I guess surface-level dolls can't get that concept. It's okay, you're just not their girl.
Anyways, I know me and Banshee had problems. But to be honest, you definitely did well this week. Bottoms will be Maiden and Hoi. What kind of questions did Hoi ask?
So what do you think about Miss Doll's answer to her question?
One word, delusion.
I'm not a mirror.
Okay, let me ask, how is everyone feeling about the elimination tonight?
I'm excited because I want to see more people go home.
I think Maiden, Banshee, or I will be in the top. Maiden, how does it feel having that immunity in play though?
I've been so confident with what I bring to this competition that I forgot I had it. But if it comes to it, I would probably use it on a queen who I think is my best competitor if they were to land themselves in the bottom.
So who is your best competitor?
Right now, Banshee. Definitely not an alliance because I am unpredictable. Let's see how the estrogen hits me that day.
I think this time most people look very similar. Not all. It was a difficult challenge for me. When I received the question, my mind went crazy. But I also think Maiden is my rival to beat. I wouldn't say we are similar because she is a fashion queen and I'm not, but something we do share is good taste and we both pretty.
Wait, a lot of you have opinions on who you think deserves the win each week. So, do you think the judges have been fair?
I think Very could have placed higher last week.
I would have loved to win.
Last week I had one of the best looks, more complete, beautiful, and didn't look cheap, and I was safe. I know because the challenge weighed more, but I think the look should be more considered. That's what we're participating in, so I don't even see a point of making good looks.
First of all, I'm new to this competition, and I'm unfamiliar with the dynamics of Drag Race and trying to learn. I was encouraged to participate, first because they invited me and not because I sought them out. But I won't deny I thought it was similar to Apocalypse, but I see that's not the case. For one, I feel like my language is an important factor and I don't speak English. I also think the criticism should be constructive, not destructive. And I think everyone should receive them so we can all improve.
Before I go, I would say I agree with Banshee and Very. I found I couldn't translate things to understand them properly, and I would have also liked to get critiques no matter my place.
Hoi, you understood me perfectly. I too will have to retire if this continues because I don't think it's fair. Everything should be equal.
I'm not sure what you mean, because I also try hard, and if I don't win, I don't get angry. I try to improve, and in the end, have some fun. I don't have any problem with what the judges are doing because they have the experience to judge. I can see we are playing like the real drag race, and I enjoy that.
I'm not good at expressing myself, so very I hope you stay. But I insist it would be good for everyone to get feedback so we can improve.
Cheer up, girls. I know everything is different, but from everything you learn.
I hope I didn't upset or didn't disrespect anyone. That wasn't my intention. I'm honestly grateful to be considered, but if it's me or Very, I think she should stay, as she has a better chance at the win. I just don't think it's fun to lose and not know why. I truly like to create a lot, and I'm not very charismatic. So with that, I'm retiring. Thanks for everything.
To be honest, I feel the same way because I know my language will create barriers with challenges like Snatch Game. I'm in a dilemma where I think it's best to retire, not because I want the win, but because I think it's better to leave than burn my looks, while using a borrowed account. Challenges and questions do not excite me, but it was a nice memory, and I thank you for everything.
Welcome back to the stage. I have made my decision. Miss Doll and Banshee, congratulations, you both are the winners of this week's challenge, and you have won 60 Avacrowns. That means Hoi, Kumaho, and Very are in the bottom. However, unfortunately during Untucked, Hoi Kumaho decided to eliminate herself and give her place to Very. So Very, Shantae, you stay. In addition, Banshee has also decided to leave during Untucked. Now remember, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?